Hello guys and welcome back to a video. Now I haven't actually done a video in a while, but that is because primarily I've been actually rather busy, and being busy at work has sort of lessened my time to actually make videos because of the fact when I get home from work I'm tired, and to the point where I don't actually want to be spending hours editing and rendering out videos, making my PC very slow. Yes, it's a Core i7 2600K 14 gigs of RAM and a GTX 980, but it still takes quite a lot out of my PC, and I can't actually play any more games while I'm rendering. Which is where the other part that's been keeping me very busy also comes into play, which is my new I put in that in air quotations, my new home server, which is actually an old server from my work. Now this machine was originally in an environment where it was being used fairly 24/7 for about 4 years. Recently it was retired and replaced with a brand new one during the summer installation period. And I have actually grabbed myself the server mainly for the use of home backups and also doing video rendering while I'm still able to edit on my main rig. Now, the videos I'm going to be putting out quite a lot of are, yes, they're going to be a lot of Overwatch videos. Majority of them are going to be playing as my main characters, being McCree and Genji. They're my main heroes I play, but I do play more, and I will have more videos on different heroes eventually. But I'm going to try and get back into the habit of editing and rendering videos more regularly, especially now that my home server is fully working, because I did have some problems where as soon as I would try to import a video over my network, I would actually the server would actually crash on me, and that just turned out to be a faulty piece of memory, which was rectified fairly quickly. So I now have a fully operational and fully stable home server, which means I can basically, technically, ideally double my video output. So instead of having like one video per week, I should, if I can boost up my my own productivity or my motivation to make videos, I can boost it up about 200%. So I should be able to get 2 videos out per week easily, because this server is actually it's a proper server, so it's capable of dual CPUs. I've currently, when I got it, I had 1 CPU and 8 gigs of DDR3 memory. What I've put into it is a second quad-core CPU, so it's got 2 physical quad-core CPUs. It's 2 Xeon E5506 CPUs for a total of 8 physical CPU cores with no hyperthreading. So I've got 8 cores, and they're all physical CPU cores with no hyperthreading, unlike my Core i7, which is a quad-core with hyperthreading. So it's actually should be considerably quicker at at rendering, and it should also be really decent at gaming. And yet, before your information, it is running Windows Server 2012 R2, so it's not actually running a base Windows operating system, it's running a server OS. Hence the reason I'm using it as a home server as well, for the purposes of backing up and also editing and rendering. My plans for the server are to eventually upgrade it to 2 6-core 12-threaded CPUs for a total of 12 cores, 24 threads, and I am currently in the process of acquiring 16 gigabytes of memory for the server. I'm going to do some testing with some more ECC server memory, which I'm going to be installing hopefully fairly soon. I'm also going to be reworking my setup a little bit to make it a little bit more efficient for me to actually work here. So you'll probably see a video on that. I will do like a proper setup tour once I've got it to the way I want it to be, and I should be able to show you what my server consists of, because I think some people may find it quite interesting to see what my server, or how I've set up my server, because it also is my media server. So my server does multiple roles. It's my home server for media storage, backups, as well as my rendering server. So it's got 3 different roles to fulfill, and it's fulfilling those fairly well at the moment. And I also actually back up the server to, or back up particular files on my server to an LTO tape, which is also a very specific form of backups that's normally used in the business environment. I managed to acquire the tape for fairly cheap, a brand new sealed tape off eBay, which is fairly useful, which actually does take a couple of hours to perform a backup. But if you'd like to see that sort of thing, leave a comment, leave a like, and I will get on that, especially now I have access to cameras and proper editing server to actually render this on without killing my main rig. I say killing, without making my main rig pretty much unusable for that time period. Other things I will be planning on doing, I will be planning on getting Battlefield 1, so there will be Battlefield 1 content, because I really am looking forward to actually having a chance at playing some Battlefield 1, because I did enjoy the beta, and I want to actually play some more. There will be some competitive Overwatch games, where I'll be playing in a competitive team with a couple of my friends, and we will be hopefully winning those competitive matches, and you will hear sort of the comms that I end up using, things like that. Any other plans for videos? Maybe some F1 2016. I'm starting to get back into my racing games, but I have to be careful which ones I choose, because I would prefer ones obviously that have an unlocked frame rate or frame cap, because I do actually have a 144Hz monitor now, which is amazing. It's so much different than playing on a 60 all the time, so I actually really enjoy playing on that. And I will, as I said, I will do a setup video at one point, but that's only when I've like finalised what I'm actually going to do for my setup. Other than that, videos should just continue coming out of Overwatch and games I play fairly regularly. The game you're seeing here is an Overwatch game I had a few weeks ago. I had this one lying around on my hard drive, so I've decided to use this one because I know it's a decent clip, and I actually already had this one preloaded on my server anyway. As I said, I've got to get back into the habit of sort of making these videos rather than just sort of being not bothered to make them. Because I did enjoy making them, I just wanted a bit of a break, because it took me, it was quite a lot of effort to make these videos and then sort of render my own PC as inoperable for a few hours or an hour, which happened very regularly. I didn't like. I could play very basic games, but I couldn't play Overwatch, and trying to play things like that and sort of watch things while it didn't last very long. But it's decent. I mean, I really enjoy rendering and editing. I just had to get back into the habit of it, as I was busy with the work, which is not so much anymore. But I will say the things I have recently changed in my setup has been my 144Hz monitor and my home server. The biggest impact has been the 144Hz monitor. It's night and day difference between playing at 60Hz and playing the games in general. The only thing I don't like about it is when I try to go play a game back at 60 FPS, I've got to change the refresh rate of the monitor down from 144Hz down to 60Hz to be able to sort of simulate smooth gameplay again. It's a little bit annoying to do that, but I can still sort of play it. So Skyrim Special Edition, I am already waiting for mods to come back out for that game before I start playing it again. I don't know if I'm actually going to record and play that game on my channel, because I'm already doing Enderall, which I really need to get back into the swing of. I will try to bring that one back, but no promises on that, because I have had issues with things like that in the past, where the save file has not been overly stable. I will see if I can bring it back. If I can, then I will. If not, I don't know, because I don't know if there's any other single-player games I would play that are coming out recently. Maybe if the Aperion project for Star Wars Knights of the Republic comes out, maybe I might jump and dabble in some of that. But I will be bringing out some on my own Skyrim Special Edition mods. I plan to recreate some of my other characters and maybe some different mods, depending on now if I can get access to the software I'll be needing for it. We shall have a little look at what I can do with my when the creation kit for Skyrim Special Edition comes out, which I don't actually know when that is. Apart from that, I don't know. I should get some more videos out. If you want a particular game for me to play, then leave it in the comment or suggest it to me some way, and I will see if I can go and get it and play it. What other games was I thinking of fairly recently? Battlefield 1, F1 2016, definitely some Overwatch still. I don't know what other games there are. Guess we'll have to wait and see what other games come out that I might take interest in. Because it's going to be fairly difficult for me to get into a single player game and play it regularly. I always prefer my multiplayer games, but we shall see. There might be a fairly interesting single player game that comes out soon. Don't know if there's any ones. I know Dishonored 2 comes out, but I didn't play the original, so I probably won't end up playing that, unfortunately. If I miss something out, then I might go back and pick up the original one, but I don't know. We shall see. But this is a fairly intense game of Overwatch. As you can see, we are quite close to it, to actually winning the point here, but we keep getting shut down, apart from the team kill. Anyway, guys, I will thank you for watching as this video is coming to a close now. If you want me to play a game, leave it in the comments, and I shall have a look and see if I can play it. I will get back into my normal schedule of at least one video per week, and I thank you for watching again, and I will see you in the next video, whatever that may be.
俺は速い。